What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Atlanteuropa AI only battle. Sorry, came out late today. Forgot my upload speed was really slow, and that this episode was going to be an hour long. Gotta get some planning. This week's probably going to be a bit of a mess, but hopefully next week I have more of the weekend. I might be able to get like one episode ahead, so that I'm not making it on the day it comes out and it becomes all a mess. Hopefully, but you know, don't let's not hold our breaths. Anything's possible, and who knows how this is going to go. I've not tried to speak for an hour in a row since we did live streams. Oh no, since Civ 6 came out, Civ 6 Gathering Storm came out in February, but those videos actually did really well compared to every other Civ 6 video, and obviously there's the Gathering Storm was new element to it, but at the same time, I don't know, I feel like maybe you guys liked it being an hour. But as I didn't really put too much to it in the video, so I can do a bit more here to talk about it. Sorry, just a good start. Already need to cough, tickly throat. I don't want people to view this as like that it's going to be 1 hour per week, so it's basically the same amount of content as before. It's just going to come in one big package instead of lots of mini ones, so that it's a bit easier for me to do the behind the scenes stuff, basically. So yeah, I mean, if you want to, you know, save it for the whole week if you want. Like, it doesn't matter if you watch it all in 1 hour in one go and then have to wait till next Monday or Wednesday or Friday or whatever it is, Sunday as well, which might probably get missed this week, gonna be honest. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes again with that one. But I'm gonna try, okay? But yeah, basically, if you want to watch like 15 minutes every other day, whatever, 10 minutes a day for the whole week, you know, if whatever works for you. It doesn't obviously affect me in any way at all. How you watch it, it's going to be the same amount as before. It's actually it's going to be a lot more than before, I should say. Because obviously I've just been doing exams where I was doing 15 minutes every day. Before that, where it was a bit before, I was doing half an hour a day, which would have been 3.5 hours a week. We're going to try and push for 3.5 hours a week. Sorry, for some reason I thought it was 4. No, 3.5 a week. Although, no, it's going to be 4 of me recording, I think, and then 3.5-ish going up, maybe, if that makes sense, with the Sunday hoping to be a bit different, a little bit more edited, but still probably going to be quite long. I think, yeah, it's going to be trying to find the balance. It's not going to be just completely cut down to just funny moments sort of stuff, because obviously it's quite a serious channel. You know, it's light-hearted at times, but we're still pretty serious about things. There's not like there wouldn't be many laugh out loud moments, I guess, but there's more like best moments or just most interesting moments, and that's what the Sunday thing's going to try and be, but we'll get to that bridge when we get there. We've got a new EU4 series to start in 2 days as well. No idea how I'm going to play. There's been some nice suggestions in the Discord, and this is a good opportunity. Plug the Discord. If you're not on the Discord, check it out. 99% sure there is a link in the description of every video. This is not good. I should not have eaten food before this. Now I'm just going to be got something like stuck, not like a big thing, just something like really small, tickling in my throat. Yeah, there's not going to be, what was that? I've forgotten what I was saying. There's nothing going on in the game specifically right now. So again, like, you might not want to watch a whole hour of this. I know some people love this series, but you know, an hour of it might be a bit much. I know there's been the complaints before, and like I said, that's why I think some people were against the longer videos in this style. Like I said, you don't feel it's a necessity to watch it all in one. But yeah, there's been some good. Join the Discord. That's what it was. Join the Discord. There, I'm 99.9% sure there's a link in the description of every video. If not, there is one in like the banner, the channel, and there's a few places I'm sure you can find it. It's a pretty cool place. You can find people to play games with, and discuss games, discuss the channel with me more personally. I mean, I reply to all the comments anyway, although I've been a bit slow at times recently, which I apologise for. Hopefully we can get that back on track too. Sometimes it's when there's a lot. I let them build up and then I just sit down and do it all at once, which is sometimes more fun as well. But yeah, right now there's plenty going on. Not much out this way though. I'm just going to say, I don't know if the game is getting slower, or I just didn't load in that part of the map. But Ireland has completed the Sistine Chapel. Nice little wonder for them. They need something going for them. Not at the best of games. The UK taken Northern Ireland from them so early. It was not good. There's a lot of people at war with Germany, isn't there? We'll see how that pans out. They seem fine at the moment. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Rome is looking like they might lose a little bit more to Austria. They're certainly going to lose this at some point. It's a matter of if not when. And then we have the World's Congress. I think that's for the first time. No, it's not. We've had it before. It just expanded. Choose host. We have... Nope, Poland's going to win anyway. But I'll just vote for myself, I guess. I want it... No, it wouldn't make a difference if I won. It's like the winner doesn't get to vote. That would be a bit harsh. No, that is not the situation. It's all good. It's all good. Poland's going to win anyway. May as well just vote for myself. But yeah, in terms of cities under siege, it's a couple of Roman cities for the most part. Although, I don't know if the Songhai are doing this or someone else. I don't know what's going on here. I feel like it's not the Songhai and Austria don't have to worry. But we could be wrong. The Ottomans v Germany. Netherlands pieced out with the Ottomans. And Novgorod also piecing out. Actually, I think there's a Huns Khazar. No, that finished ages ago. Did they go at it again? No. So something's going on out here. But it doesn't appear to be. I know there's a lot of settlers going up right now. This one's been there for a while, but this one's... I think we just saw that before. This looks new. And yeah, Russia's pushing out here again. The Huns obviously got cut off from these cities, but they're here. Khazar are pushing up as well. I think there is a... Germany, Poland, Greece all have settlers up this way. Russia does have some more as well. So yeah, this map's still gonna fill up. Still to fill. It's going to be very interesting when it begins to. There's still space for Sweden. I don't know if they want anything. They do have a settler now, actually. Maybe they could. See anyone just joining us now? Don't worry about Lithuania. These aren't settlers. I mean, you should be worried for someone, I guess, but they are warriors, not settlers. And there we go. Austria grabs the city of Neapolis. And yeah, it looks like the Songhai are not attacking Austria. That was probably just Rome previously, and it was healing. Or, actually, do you know what it was? Austria took it, and obviously the health was low, and it's just healed. That's what it was. So Rome, not been their best game. Looks like they are going to collapse here in the centre of Europe. But maybe this is all going to work out. This drained Mediterranean going to play into Austria's hands. How nice for them. That's what they needed. France are at war with Germany, so is Spain now. But that doesn't matter if they don't go after them at all. So those guys are pretty safe. Gotta say, pretty safe. Kind of nervous for this video because I'm getting very close to running out of memory on my hard drive. Probably going to need to, once this is edited and uploaded, I need to stick a few things on my external hard drive. But hopefully we've got enough to make it through this video. If not, it will end very abruptly, and you'll get a nice episode where I don't say goodbye. just cut out. But at least you'll know what happens if that happens. It's very unlikely. I just deleted a lot of stuff, that the sort of raw footage that was left from previous videos. But it's a lot of the stuff, once I've edited it, has built up. And I like to keep it. I don't know whether I would go to the effort if, like, some bizarre reason my channel just disappeared. I have a lot of the stuff backed up, but whether I would go to the effort of putting it back up, I have no idea. There's a lot of stuff on there. Maybe back at university, where the internet is nice and really fast. I don't know. Maybe it's improved at home since I've been away. Who knows? It was pretty quick. Downloading some updates on my Xbox, so we'll see. We'll see. Never know. And that's notoriously slow because that's Wi-Fi. That's not even wired connection. So maybe there's some good news to be had. But yeah, the settling race, definitely on. So many civs out here. Russia, Khazar just grabbed this city here, which pretty much stops the Huns from growing any further without going to war. The Ottomans settled here at some point. Don't know how recent that was. Definitely missed that one when it happened. Obviously, Poland probably going to head towards Finland. Not sure yet where Germany and Greece are going for. They've changed sort of directions multiple times. Can't really tell. Come on, guys. This is getting a bit ridiculous now. Just move one of your units. It's not that difficult. I don't get why they haven't done it yet. Or what? Is their intention like to starve them? Rome has entered the industrial era. I don't know if that's like good or not. I don't feel like it is compared to the units. No, I mean, I feel like it should be. It sounds good, right? But because no one seems to have like really strong units. But I feel like the Huns are miles ahead of them. in terms of technology. We did check the info addicts, although for me, bear in mind, that was like a week ago now. Pretty sure it was last Monday or Tuesday. Or maybe it was Wednesday. I think I stopped on Wednesday was the last day, so it was probably Tuesday. But still, it's now Monday, so a long time has passed. Come on, Civs. I'm hoping in an hour we can get a lot more wars. That obviously is usually panned out over a week of action. Egypt and the Ottomans also continuing the race for cities in the Mediterranean basin that has been left behind. That is going to increase tensions. That is a good thing, for the very least. We might get some wars. A new Songhai city along this river. There is expanding going on. It is good. There's another Mali city. I think that was there before, but definitely they've been expanding here. Which is still interesting to note. Portugal doing just fine. Three medium-sized cities. This city's pretty big as well. If they could grab this, that'd be really nice. But we'll see. Not seeming too interested, are they? One day maybe France will take this city and just form like an actual France, which would look so cool. And normally, you'd say that might actually be enough on this map to be a strong nation. When you look at it on the mini-map, how big that sort of France would be, they'd still have to compete. Maybe not compete directly, because there's a bit of a Central European bloc of other countries, but Poland, they both begin with PO, okay? That's about where the similarities end, but Poland's looking pretty big too. They have a couple more settlers, I know. They have one there. They have the other one up in Northern Europe. But they're not, I don't know where they'd go, to be honest. I mean, they could like put one in here just for fun, but they kind of be surprised if they don't take out the Goths at some point. I think they are at war with Germany right now, so that's not obviously going to be top priority. See where these guys are up to. All four of them heading out this way with settlers. Sweden, Poland, Greece, Germany. Everyone but Lithuania, who I assume Poland would also like to pick off at some point. Although maybe Lithuania are keeping the peace between them and Novgorod, and that's a relationship that works for everyone. Let's look at it that way. But yeah, I'm sure Novgorod and Poland would both like to add Vilnius to their empire. Poland, it would really solidify their borders, sort of a long line against Novgorod's and Russia's. If Novgorod took it, it would be a real point they could use to exploit Poland if that war was ever to happen, because they're probably going to be, don't want to guess too much, because it seemed like Egypt were doing really well. There's so many nations that are so far apart, but you'd probably guess that those two would be right up there from what we've seen so far. Oh, Germany's actually been sieged. Did they lose this before? No, sorry. Sweden lost this city to Germany and took it back. So if Germany was to lose a city, that would be pretty interesting. It would actually be really good for Sweden. I mean, it wouldn't be the biggest benefit in the world, but I don't know how many. It would just allow the boats on this side to cross over and vice versa. I mean, they have 3 coastal cities, but I wouldn't be like, there's definitely positives to that. It's not like it's a stupid thing to consider. It would be quite useful for Sweden if they could take Cologne, and obviously it would be the first step, just kicking Germany out. That would really help. Obviously weakens Germany for the future, but it's going to be very difficult. I don't actually think Sweden will do it, I'm afraid. Anyone rooting for Sweden? But we can hope for Sweden, right? We can have our fingers crossed for them in hope. Russia has built a Colosseum in the lake. Ingenious. Do they have instead of fighting lions and gladiator fights, they have synchronized swimming contests? That's diving. That's the sports that entertained medieval Russians, I imagine. I mean, I don't know, Russians are pretty crazy. They probably have shark fighting and stuff. They can just, go fish for some sharks somewhere, pull them in. Maybe they live in this lake. Would make sense. I wouldn't doubt it. Okay, Novgorod. I don't know why they hiding something here? Why is there so many workers here? Is there some secret? Just very protected for a small 3 population city, considering some of their more powerful major cities. I mean, their capital isn't even their biggest. This one has overtaken. Between these rivers, the city of Rusa. Pretty cool name. It's not the biggest city out here in Eastern Europe. Moscow is at 21. The Huns have 3 pretty big cities, not quite the same size, one below, but 3 pretty big ones. Obviously they lost this one to the Khazar, which has got to hurt, who are a bit lower on population, but they're starting to catch up. These 4 pretty big. This one's up there as well. How are you doing, Armenia? The Middle East is very quiet at the moment. Armenia is doing something, but I don't know what it is. Egypt is trying to take over Arabia, but they're struggling. Don't really know what Babylon's up to, just chilling over here, having a look around, seeing what they can spot. Garamanti's still failing. Oh my goodness, come on guys, this is embarrassing for both of you. Please. I just want it to end so something else might happen. This is terrible. So embarrassing for the 2 of them. These 2 not settling anymore. Morocco safe for now. I wonder if Mali, the Songhai, Portugal might team up on them at some point. You could see Mali grabbing Tangier. Maybe the Songhai take Marrakesh and Portugal grab Fez. That could be a good way to split it up. Spain, probably not going to be their game at this point. They've got a couple of big cities, but yeah, they can't even kick out the Garamantes with no units here. That's not a good sign. France, I don't want to say they're being a disappointment, because this is better than normal, right? So, it's not really disappointing, but they have so much potential. They're letting it go to waste right now. And, don't want to be biased, but if the Netherlands had to take one for the team, you should probably give France every chance you can to take you out. Give them Amsterdam and Rotterdam, or let them take Amsterdam. Peace out for Rotterdam. Just take Groningen by force. I don't know. Do something. Just come on, France. We need you to do something, or maybe just someone to challenge them. Cause it's not like they have to worry about anyone. Even the UK aren't really strong enough to invade them, so it's all pretty good times for the French. They're just very safe. Maybe they need a bit of pressure on them. There we go, water. The necessity of an hour-long episode attempt. Novgorod piecing out with Rome. Not too important. Okay, the Garamantes pieced out with Rome. And they didn't take this city, which means Portugal's swordsmen might finally be able to do it, and the Goths also pieced out with Rome. Okay, well, Rome sort of surviving. Austria's sort of given up, to be fair, but we'll see what happens to them. I don't know where Armenia and the Goths are going here, so that might still not be the best of news for Rome. Although, I'm not sure how long Armenia could hold on to it for. The Ottoman and Egyptian settlers racing into this open space, so the Garamantes will have a new city to, keep on 0 health forever. Pretty soon. I imagine that's the way this seems to be going. And also, the longer Egypt holds on to this stuff, they're going to be in a really good spot. This area is just really strong. 3 very big cities. I mean, even this one's at 14. But yeah, they have a lot of strength, and it's only gonna pile up as the game goes on. Portuguese Iceland, I always forget about it. They haven't even sent a worker up here yet. That's how important it is to them. Soon it will be of importance. I'm sure it will play a key strategic role. Poland did grab another city here, just south of Finland. And Novgorod, don't know where this one's going. Could be going anywhere. Germany and Greece still haven't decided. And Sweden is up here now. Maybe they'll join in pretty soon. Maybe. Russia's still slowly crossing the forest as well. No, nothing. What are you doing? Don't know what these workers are doing. Just chilling in a lake. Having a good time. Maybe they're on holiday. Oh, do you know what happened? They probably got stuck. Just looking at the borders, looks like they might have... Why were they even over here? Maybe they were in this city, ran away when it fell, now they're stuck. I don't know. Doesn't really make sense. But never mind. Lots of Janissaries for the Ottomans. I mean, they're actually somehow going to pull this off and have all these cities connected. That is quite impressive. Obviously this one's not connected by land, but that is quite impressive. Ooh, I was not expecting this. Oh wow, that is a lot of damage in one turn from just 2-3 boats. This could be it. Maybe France will see this as their opportunity. If the UK takes it, I don't know what happens. It's gonna be weird. We'll see. I mean, they'd probably rather take it back off the UK. The Dutch do have their unique boats. They're just further down the coast. Assume they'll be here to save the day very soon. Poland not having a good time invading Germany. I mean, all these Lithuanians in the way, probably not helping them out too much. These fake settlers. Germany v Venice. I mean, Germany, you don't really need to be declaring any wars right now. And I mean, Venice, very safe. That mountain range is not being passed. It's going to be Rome. Well, at this point, it's going to be Austria, isn't it? Until Rome falls to someone. But yeah, if anyone's going to take Venice out right now, it's going to be Austria. And they seem to have sort of exhausted all of their strength. They're going to keep trying. Credit to them. But I don't see them getting much more out of this. The Netherlands may help them, though. Obviously, it depends if they rush back to defend from the UK, which would kind of be in vain. Because if it's going to fall, it's going to fall at this point. Even though the UK is not really overcommitting. There's plenty of stuff towards Ireland still. But we'll see. A lot of these boats could have been over here helping out. These first rates would be very useful. But they're not really. Don't seem interested. Maybe these ones will come over. That could be pretty bad. Especially if they start protecting them from these sea beggars. That would not be good. Oh, there we go. Sweden did settle. Oh. Just don't go coastal then. Like, I don't get what would have been. Is there a huge benefit to settling here and not there? Probably not. Whatever. Okay, these two have sort of swapped. Considering Greece came through over there, they're now heading round this way. Germany heading sort of deeper into the forest towards the North Pole. Did Russia grab another city yet? Nope. I don't even know that. Oh, there it is. This certainly won't annoy Novgorod at all. They're going to love that. And there we go, the Ottomans. Again, probably not going to hold on to this for too long. In fact, it's right in front of Armenia. I love how one city really far away could trigger a war between these two pretty medium strength nations at home. Also, Greece have really slowed down. They looked so strong. Like when they took Constantinople, which is now one of the bigger cities. I mean, these two are they're all pretty big for Greece. I was expecting more. Not really been their game so far though. Mid-game's been pretty embarrassing. Egypt look like they're going to keep going too. And Portugal, I think they're broken. There's no way. Come on. This is the turn. This swordsman can. They didn't move it. Okay, well, for some reason Rome or Portugal's broken. That makes no sense at all, by the way, why one of those two would be broken. They're not mods. They're pretty regular, in-game civs made by the developers. Don't know why that would break. I'm going to adjust my position. I've realised an hour is a long time. Gotta get comfy, get those legs up. This is... Try not to fall asleep. Don't get too comfy. Won't be investing in a massage chair. That would definitely be the end of the channel, I think. I'd just sit in the chair all day. Ireland versus Venice. Maybe that's what we need to do. We could set up like a fund. Get George a massage chair fund. And then he will make 6 hours of videos every day. Ever. And you have to send me food, basically. That could work. That could work. Oh, Rome pieced out with the Netherlands. Took them about 400 turns to get here. No exaggeration. Definitely not only 210 turns in. But yeah, that was a pretty big fail. Oh, a new city for France. Didn't even see the settler. Even closer to the Netherlands. They're really putting forward a message here, aren't they? That's quite brilliant. But, ooh, Amsterdam is closer to falling. I think the UK have been this turn. I think Babylon go near the end. Probably. Ow. Painful stuff. Right, Austria, what are you up to? How are you doing? It's going to be weird if Austria and Poland both get really strong, because they are like the same colour red. The only difference is the white and black dots on the map. And obviously the lines of the borders, but the red is actually the same. It's weird. It doesn't look the same, obviously because of the borders, but if you go kind of deep towards the middle, I mean, I guess it disappears in the middle, but yeah, this, like here, the red is the same. It's just made to look different by the lines. Or maybe they are different, I'm just making up a load of rubbish. Probably somewhere in the middle. I imagine they're very similar, but they're not exactly the same. And yeah, the lines probably do have an impact. Sweden, peaced out with Mercuria. Didn't know they were at war. Don't know why they were at war. Bit pointless, really. But that has brought our attention. There's a weird noise. Never mind. I'm sure I won't die. I don't know what it is. It's probably like 4 million crickets have been born in my room in a few seconds. What is that? It's really annoying. You definitely won't be able to hear it, which is the worst thing. It just makes me seem like I'm crazy, but it's very annoying. Oh well. I'll try and drown it out. Mercuria though, do have a settler. They're going a bit far away, bit ambitious, but we'll let them off the hook this time. Oh, we've made it a whole 7 turns so far. Loving that. This series really just hit a wall in terms of speed. I'm not sure what really caused it. The World's Congress is not the reason, but it's one of the things that obviously come to mind. I don't know why. It's just like a turning point, I guess. Once everyone knows each other, they just spend a lot longer trying to have relations, trying to talk to each other, sending each other stupid deals. Very possible that that's the cause. I guess there is a lot of cities now. This settler race isn't all too useful. There's just constantly more and more units to move around and all that sort of stuff. I like this. There's no one miles away. There's 3 very much neck and neck. There's a 4th civ just behind. I think that's the Songhai in 4th. So that's probably Poland, Egypt, and Novgorod in 1st, 2nd, 3rd. 5th is probably Russia, yes. And someone's just going a bit slower in the white. Might be Greece, yep. Grey is Germany? Yeah, okay, and that's probably an indictment of how score is not the best way of measuring it. I don't know. Who's this in last? Someone died. There's some major things going on behind this. Let's move back. We'll come back to those really important things. Austria v Germany just broke out. Not too big. Sweden peaced out with Germany. Nothing changed hands. Sweden declared war on Arabia. Doesn't matter. Babylon v Arabia. Bit more important. I don't know how ready Babylon is. Not at all. That's fine. Arabia. Still got to watch out for Egypt though. Morocco v Germany. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Goths peaced out with the Khazar. We didn't even know they're at war. Oh, and the Goths beat Poland. So grabbing a city in the middle of this region. I said they might send their settler there, but never mind. And yeah, the Netherlands did lose their capital. The obvious thing I was ignoring there. And it fell to the UK, Great Britain. And France managed to grab that tile and seal eternal border gore. What did we do to deserve this? What have I done? I know I'm bad at Civ 5 and Civ 6 and a U4. Actually, that one hurt. I don't think of myself as bad at U4. Obviously, I'm not one of those people that can take over the whole world. But I feel like EU4 is complicated enough to say that if you half know what you're doing, you're good already. Don't worry. It's all fine. There's just so many things going on. Same for Hoi 4. Although I'm definitely a lot worse at Hoi 4 than EU4. It's like, in EU4 I just sometimes have bad luck. Whereas in Hoi 4, I genuinely make crippling mistakes that ruin everything. EU4, it's less crippling mistakes and more bad small reactions over a long period of time. Whereas Hoi 4, it's big poor decisions very regularly. I don't know, something like that. Civ, I don't know, I'm just bad. There's too many things to remember. I can't have too many things on my mind at once. That's what it is. Venice has peaced out with Spain. Very interesting. And Egypt did grab a new city. Sorry I didn't notice it. I've had to reset up my stuff at home. And the way I've gone for it this time means my microphone is covering a big amount of my screen. So that's why I couldn't see it straight away. And I'm not going to move my head around too much. Get tired. Oh, Portugal did take this. I don't know when that happened. Must have missed it. Maybe when I was looking at the score things. It's about time. About time. And some other news. The settler has settled. What else were they going to do? That was a huge misclick. That was nowhere near. Germany, with 2 caravans already. I assume they purchased those. No idea. Or I guess they could have rebased them straight away. The city of Dortmund, miles away. Greece, their settler, I don't know where they're going at this point. And same for Novgorod, both of them heading towards Sweden, weirdly enough. I imagine Greece are going to settle on this coast somewhere, surely. Surely they're not going to push any further. That'd be absurd. I'm sure this is the end of how far... Nope, they're going into the sea too. If they settle that island, I don't know how I feel. First ideology. That is a big step. I don't know if it's first. I might have missed one. But there we go. Russia with autocracy. I imagine it is the first. We'll have a look just in a second when it's not loading. Yeah, that's pretty big. Again, just showing how wide open this game is. They were not one of the top... Okay, they were one of the top ones for score, actually. I forgot. Never mind. Some new noises coming out. Different this time. Don't know if that was my chair or something downstairs. Babylon has completed the Uffizi. Pretty good for them. I feel like they're going to be the dark horse this game. Giving it to Babylon. I mean, you can't really be a dark horse after 213 turns. But I feel like they definitely are still in this. Maybe, I don't know. Them, Armenia, Egypt, it's going to be a pretty scary time. I don't know how Arabia's holding them off. This is kind of Egypt getting a bit of a embarrassing time here. They could really do with conquering this sooner rather than later. Mercurius settler is still on the walks. Looking around, trying to find somewhere. I imagine they're going to settle here somewhere, right? Or at least up here. Going much deeper into the desert is not really of value. I imagine it's going to be in this area pretty soon. Mali are looking really... They have a lot of units. They could pull something together here. The Songhai have brought a lot of stuff back now. Or probably just rebuilt. It's probably all brand new. But that's going to make it a lot harder. And just behind Russia by 1 turn and joining them, it is Egypt. Following them on the path of autocracy. Ideology doesn't mean too much. Normally 2 will emerge on top. Freedom tends to do terrible anyway. Sorry, that is my chair. I don't want my leg to fall off, so let's start moving a little bit. Readjust. When the heck did this happen? Greece, I think we're at war in this war from the beginning. They just weren't really doing much. But they have now conquered the city of Recopolis. Cool name. That is going to make it more difficult for Poland to connect their empire. They're probably not that bothered about it, to be honest. But yeah, Greece taking a big chunk of land off the Goths. Giving them a border with Austria too. Or, I mean, a much closer one. That could play out pretty interestingly. Not a good time for the Goths, though. Losing another city. They've not really had the best of luck this game. It was looking pretty promising at the start, but it all sort of caved in and fell apart. Let's see, where are these settlers going? I mean, it's only 1 turn, so there's not like that much movement, but I'm just trying to gauge the general direction. It does look like Greece will head here, although I think they're going to go in a second, so we might find out. Poland has now entered the Baltic Sea too. Novgorod looks like they're definitely going for a city on this land with Sweden. That would be impressive. I mean, unless they're going for one of these tiles, there isn't really anywhere else, I'd think. It's an obvious location. Most of the space on the map is still... There's parts in the Mediterranean which is starting to fill, especially with France's recent settling. Obviously the Sahara still very empty, as you'd expect. And then even up here is starting to fill now quite nicely. You can't really see with Novgorod. You can see the border's very difficult to make out. But they are there. And yeah, there's a little bit up here. Quite a lot in here. Little bits in Sweden. But yeah, Central Europe, probably the busiest place around Poland. Their border's very solid. Germany's as well. There's little gaps in here, but probably not big enough to get a city. And somehow, the Dutch actually recovered this. I'm not sure if they'll be able to hold on to it again, though, which could be an issue. But for now, Amsterdam is with the Dutch again, and Poland is going to defy Russia and Egypt and give us a race in terms of ideology. It's order for them, and they probably have actually, I'd say had the most tourism, but I imagine Egypt's probably got a lot. Keep seeing industrial era and thinking information era. No. No one's miles ahead. And yeah, the UK did grab it back straight away. Venice did something. I don't get what happened. What? Oh, Venice entered the industrial era. I was very confused then. Okay, does it work in Civ? I'm wondering. Okay, so I have a mouse. There's a button on my mouse. Long story short, I was playing a game that involved the mouse being, the mouse working a lot more. Like, if that makes sense. Or just feeling comfortable with the mouse. An FPS game, not Civ. And it just started being really slow. And obviously, as you would, if your controller broke or your keyboard didn't work, I guess, I don't know, or your mouse didn't work, I got annoyed. Turns out there's a button on my mouse that controls sensitivity. 2 years, didn't notice that was what it did. I probably had it at different times. I had times where I've gone, oh, my mouse is a bit weird today. Changed sensitivity, got used to it again, and then changed it again. Yeah, but it works in Civ. I thought it might be a game-specific thing. Have a low setting within the game. But no, here you can see I'm moving it on the lowest setting. Moving it the same amount now on the medium setting. It's going much wider, higher setting. I'm moving the mouse the same amount, but as you can see, very different. Pretty cool. Wasn't expecting it to work in Civ. Another nice little tangent for us on this series. Poland, Greece, Lithuania with a real settler. It's like Pinocchio. Just 10 out across the Baltic too. I don't know what speck of land these guys are so interested in, but they might. It looks like Novgorod's going to win the race. But Greece is heading up this way. Poland too. Don't know what the AI is attracted to. Maybe that we can't see strategic resources. That can obviously be a big part. It's probably coal, right? I mean, industrial era is pretty common, but I don't think anyone's close to oil or aluminium. That would be a bit of a stretch. So yeah, I would imagine it's coal, if anything. If it's something we can't see attracting in these civs. I mean, there is a way for us to see it, but it would involve the in-game editor. I guess I could do it, but it's sometimes more fun not to know. I mean, if your civ is doing really well and you find out they have no uranium, no oil, no aluminium from the start, that's pretty annoying. So if we start with them, I guess we could keep them the whole time. But yeah, as we haven't had them, let's leave them off. There we go. We did get it right. Mercuria were going to settle pretty soon, and they have. Oh my goodness, do you know what I've just realised? So when I edit the audio, I have to scroll back manually while highlighting the whole thing. And I've just realised it's 4 times as long today. To be fair, when you think about it like that, it only takes 30 seconds, so I guess it's not too bad. Not even 30 seconds, that's just me moaning about an issue that isn't real. The UK did retake Amsterdam. That is going to be interesting if they can hold on to it. And Egypt has completed Brandenburg Gate. Nice little addition for them. Poland is starting to make some ground. If they would pick up Hamburg, that'd be a pretty big blow for Germany. Not that I think Germany might win. Apparently on score, they're in 5th. But yeah, I mean, it would be pretty disappointing. I don't even know if that list was score. I might have read it wrong. But whatever it was, they were 5th. And if Poland was to take this would be a big blow. Hamburg is Germany's joint second biggest city with Munich, which is in Denmark in this map world, whatever we're going to call it. The city of Essen might fall here in the south to Venice, which would be remarkable. France is here to help as well now. Just because it's small population, low city defense. Could happen. Could be an easy picking. Russia v Arabia, not too important, but it looks like the Russian army might be planning something as they gather up over here. Them and Novgorod still yet to go to war. Neither of them look strong enough to take each other out. If that makes sense. I don't think there'd be a winner I don't think any cities would actually fall if they did go to war, despite it being like the biggest potential war in the world. That would be kind of interesting. The thing is, with Poland there, obviously it can become a 2v1. Maybe the Huns get in as well. It just becomes a bit of a... That's when it could be a bit of an issue for Russia. For Novgorod, obviously it would be Russia, Poland at the same time. Pretty difficult to deal with. And obviously the Khazar can then do it to the Huns as well. Just like a row of backstabs. Probably Armenia, unlikely to do that. The mountains here, and they just have no units anywhere nearby. So we don't have to worry about... Khazar don't have to worry about that at least. I'm just going to grab my second bit of water. If I try and keep it to every 20 minutes, you only have to listen to it twice. If it wasn't an hour, I would obviously try and edit out water drinking noises, but I'm not searching through an hour. It's not like clearly identified where the water drinking was when it's an hour long. But I feel like you guys have put up with a lot worse from me. So, you know, could be worse, right? Could be worse. But it's not. It's all amazing. Super cool and good. You guys love this series. I feel like I can get away with anything while making these videos. You guys love it so much. Like, if it was something else, maybe not. But these, I could do anything. I could literally just sit silently and you'd probably still watch it. Just thought maybe some of you would prefer that. I was going to say leave a like. No, not leave a like, but leave like a comment if you'd prefer it. And then realise that would probably destroy my feelings. So let's not do that. Netherlands pieced out with Germany. That is pretty good. I mean, you can always mute it. That's, again, like I said, with the whole, you don't need to watch it in one go. You don't need to listen to the sound. Please don't tell me you're not listening to the sound. That would probably be soul destroying. But, you know, it's an option again. I can't, there's no way for me to check. There's certain things I can check. Very small things, like how long the average person watches. I don't think you can even see like what the individual times were. So, yeah, just stick it on silent and watch the whole hour. Maybe just leave it on silent for the whole week. That'd make me feel amazing. Just like someone's been watching it the whole time. That would feel good. That is the one thing you gotta throw away when you go to lots of less videos. Gotta throw away the view count, because it's obviously going to drop because there's less videos to watch, so there's going to be less views. Hopefully watch time will stay the same. That will be obviously the judging point. If that goes down terribly too, I know I've messed up. If it goes up, yee, we did well. And hopefully it might. I don't know. Also, sorry if there's like, I probably won't remember to check when it comes out, but if you've watched this far, I just put the light on the, not manual, what's the word, automatic ads basically. I just click ads on and it does it. I don't like set when to put them or anything. It just puts in like the recommended amount, I think. So normally it'll be one at the beginning and it does that weird one at the end that they do now, which actually really annoys me too, where you finish watching a video and an advert comes on for no apparent reason. So, yeah, it might do that one as well. But what I'm trying to say is, if just comment right now. Like if there's a ton of adverts in this video for no apparent reason, just comment when it's really. I don't know what it'll be like when it's a long video. I don't want it to be like every 5 minutes. But yeah, if there's only a few, that's fine. But if there's like hundreds, just comment. I'll turn it off and fix it. You just have to do it manually in the future. Like just stick one in at the start, one in the middle, one like near the end. I don't know, one every 15 minutes. Which when you think about it, isn't too bad, right? Like an hour TV show. 15 minutes of it's going to be adverts. There's going to be a minute cut off from the start. There's going to be an advert after 10 minutes, one after halfway, one 3/4, and then a few minutes cut off at the end. Rome's about to fall to Portugal. In all this time, I've been blubbering on. Good job the Goths did settle that city, or they would have been dead right now. As Greece take another one of their cities. And there we go. See, I got at them. I told Greece they were doing terribly, and they just took out the Goths, which I didn't think was going to happen from anyone. But there we go. That surprised me. Especially since I wasn't paying attention at the time. Greece have settled right up there next to Sweden. Don't know what on earth embodied them to do that though. They do one good thing and they destroy it instantly. Not imminently. I mean, it was imminent before it happened. Novgorod looked like they just beat Russia to that spot, which is a shame. And they also got up here. Not looking great there. This race. Grab all those cities. Is there any more? I think Egypt has stopped now as of the Ottomans. Probably for the best. Maybe not. What am I looking for right now? I don't know. Action. Portugal v Rome. That is the action. Please tell me they actually take this. They don't just mess around for ages outside of it, like they did with the former Vandals capital, just to taunt me. So I had to look at this mess that was left by the Civ that I so stupidly put my faith in to win this game. What was I doing? The Vandals. Who would pick the Vandals, man? Come on. Like, the safe picks are always Russia, Poland on a map. Probably not on a world map, but Songhai and Egypt on a Europe map are also pretty good bets. Greece, I would actually say, I feel like everyone's really, I feel like Greece get away with a lot. I feel like Greece actually do terribly every time. I think they did well in that first ever Europe game I did, the historic spawn one, just because they had a really early spawn and they took out Rome, if I remember correctly. But like compared to and I think they came like third or second to Egypt, and they were both just ridiculously strong. But that was like spawn based, so can't really blame that one. But another capital falls this episode. Maybe another civil fall. Rome only has one city left. Portugal and Austria are here, so this could definitely happen. Yeah, I mean, that is a nice bit of border gore. Thank you, Portugal. Really appreciate that. Germany are clinging on to all of their cities for now. Not really something falling. They ain't giving in. Poland just marching on towards them. Now they've sort of switched their attention to Berlin. They just need to pick one city and stick to it. France, luckily for Germany, not putting in too much effort. If Britain could peace out right now, that would be great, because it looks like the Netherlands does have enough to take Amsterdam back, although of course the damage has pretty much been done. It was at 20 population, now it's at 3, so that's not going to be too useful. Obviously in the long run, I would assume France would get it, but this France, despite being in such a good position, not filling me with reassurance that will be the case. Right, where are these civs off to? Novgorod are still going, because Lithuania is in here. If they get cut off, could you imagine Sweden just grabs these 2 tiles and they just get stuck there after all that time building these settlers? That would be hilarious. But yeah, Lithuania is going somewhere. Not really sure where actually, because this mountain is blocking the way. If they settle here and get some weird borders, I mean, that would be weird. But yeah, I have no idea where they're going. I think maybe they didn't have this tile. Maybe they're going to go back now, I don't know. And there was someone else who had a settler, which disappeared. Oh no, it didn't. Poland has settled now. Up here, nice little canal city into the lake. Surprised Lithuania didn't settle here. They would have got the truffles for free. No turns needed to build a camp and a canal. But obviously, don't think we should be doubting. No, questioning. I don't know what the word. It's like the opposite of doubting, right? Like, we knew Lithuania was going to do something dumb. They've not been that good all game. They've not really been the exemplar civ for decision making. So I don't know why we should have expected more from them. That's what we were going for. Russia's still up here with a settler. I think it's probably one of the few active settlers just wandering, looking for some land right now. Obviously there's that Greek one, which I don't think will be that successful. So that doesn't leave much left. Egypt, this is scary. Like, if they just get to hold on to all of this, I mean, the production is going to be terrible. That is something to consider. There was one hill here and they settled on it. But yeah, the production's not going to be great, but obviously as population goes on, they get buildings quicker. It does spiral a little bit, even with pretty poor production. Rome is definitely going to be eliminated. I don't think they have any more cities, so this is going to be Portugal taking them out. That is a pretty big. A few civs have fallen this episode. Completely. No, only one's fallen completely, unless I missed someone. I think Rome will be the only ones, but still, that is a pretty big scalp falling this game. Obviously, the Goths might join them as well, depending on what Greece are feeling. And actually, that's going to be pretty difficult through the mountains, but it could happen. Probably safe for now. I feel like this game, in games where they're really balanced, you do need to wait for the later technologies. That's when the things can really... It sort of gives the civs that get there just that little bit earlier have an advantage. You know, if you get planes first and you can fight someone without them, that is huge. You can get battleships or artillery. Those sorts of units can be really powerful if you get to them first. I mean, even nukes in a game that's this deadlocked, like AI only battles tend to be pretty much no-go zones for nuclear weapons. Our last one had a few, to be fair to it, more than normal. And obviously the ones on the small maps, they have a lot. Like the ones that are not on the TSL maps, they have a lot just because it's more... I don't know why, they just do. I guess the AI prefers it that way. I think it's because the domination victory is more possible. I think in this the AI might realise it's not. Maybe they have more of a long-term thought to it. Portugal has just eliminated Rome as well. Sorry anyone rooting for Rome. Come join the Vandals in the club of eliminated civs. Has anyone else been eliminated fully? I'm missing some people out. Rome got outlasted by Venice in a map with no Mediterranean. I don't know what to say. This was Rome's ultimate chance, and Venice has beaten them. That is incredible. I think someone else. There's got to be someone else. The Vandals were gone. Surely. Maybe not. I'm just looking around the map trying to think. I think everyone else is still going in some capacity. Even the small civs like Ireland, Mercuria. I don't think there's any others. Oh, Byzantium. Okay, there we go. There's one more. Byzantium, the Vandals, and now Rome. What a surprise. The Ottomans versus Arabia. Arabia's pretty safe from that one. Babylon's obviously declared war ages ago, and they're still only just arriving. They're taking their time, but they're going to get here. Next week. Next week. Oh, that's so cool. I mean, it sounds bad, but I've mentioned so many times about how it's the same amount of video across the week. It's just all at once to make it easier for me. I guess it is less editing because it's less of the same. It's less of the small micro things. I've only got to make one thumbnail. Really late. It sounds lazy, but I mean, does it really make a difference? I mean, I just changed the number. It's not like a custom thumbnail. The best news is for videos where I give them custom titles. I'll tell you that, because they are hard to come up with, especially when you're 38 episodes into a commerce series. I've really drained the barrel on titles in that one. So yeah, having a whole hour to pick from, that is going to make things so much nicer for me. But yeah, stuff like thumbnails, stuff like it takes ages to load stuff into the editor. Like just doing it all in one episode, even though it's the same length, would knock a bit of time off. Less time like entering all the upload details. I don't know, we're just trying something new. Don't need to justify it, but you guys are all pretty cool with it. But I don't know, I like to make sure everything's explained. And we have this is a perfect series to do that sort of stuff. Like, I don't really need... We were talking about, like, me starting a podcast, like, everyone piecing out Mercuria there. Don't really need one. Air only battles basically give me a chance to say what I need to say while there's not much going on. Because I feel like I don't have enough to say for a full podcast. Like, I do, like, one episode and then I'll be like, all out of ideas. Plus, I don't really know enough about the games that I play. It sounds bad, but, like, try and make it more entertaining, focused and fun than serious and strategic. So I don't really know what I'd talk about. And like obviously the history side of it, I know a little bit, but not like ridiculously strong in it, or even sounds bad. I don't know if this sounds bad, but like super interested in it enough to talk about that on a podcast. It'd be like I don't even know what I talk about. So just going off random bursts of inspiration in these videos is much better. And now they're longer, I don't feel like I'm taking away from anything by doing it, if that makes sense. Oh, Britain's actually going to hold on. That's pretty nice. And France is probably going to take this off Germany, which means they will pretty much be wrapped around Rotterdam, which is not what the Netherlands will want to see on the map. The one lucky thing for the Netherlands is they have a city in the south, which means if France wants to attack, it will sort of need to attack both, and we know what the AI is like. They usually find a way to mess that up. But who knows, maybe this is the lucky roll of the dice game for France. The first time ever, I think. I don't think we've ever had a strong France. Possibly in one of those non-Earth maps. One of those sort of maps, maybe. Maybe in the World Cup they did alright, I can't remember. Our Civ World Cup, that was cool. I was going to say when's the next World Cup? I obviously know that's quite a while away. I guess there's a Euros coming up. Maybe we can try and do some more sports events in the future. That'd be cool. There's the Women's World Cup right now. Maybe we should do... That would be pretty cool. There we go, I just had an idea. Maybe we could do like a women's AI only battle, just with Civ led by women. Obviously, there's a few in the game. There's a fair few, actually. But obviously we can get in loads of mods as well. That'd be pretty cool. Just like something different for AI only. I don't know. Something like that. That would be kind of nice. I've got an idea for the next one, which you guys gave me, which is another sort of messing with the map kind of idea. So that's obviously there. But yeah, that would kind of be cool as well. But yeah, I just want to try and do more crazy AI only battles. I want to just really go into them, like not do the normal stuff anymore. Like really make them stand out and do something different each time. So any suggestions you have would be amazing. But yeah, this was actually really easy to set up. I was kind of dreading it, but it was super easy. Obviously, a world map without oceans sort of thing would also be a lot harder. But you know, it's. I've thrown that out there now, haven't I? What have I done? That does sound pretty bad, to be honest. I don't know if I'd do the whole Earth. But there would be some cool things, like a no islands game, maybe? Like you just do land tiles in like the English Channel. Then you connect like Japan to Asia. And then just fill up, like connect all the, like just do a bit of land connecting all of Indonesia to Australia. That'd be kind of cool. I guess that sort of fits into the idea that's been given, which was to have land bridges between the continents. I think we should build on that idea. And if you guys have any suggestions to build on that idea, because I don't want it to just be a one-tile flat land bridge, because the AI will really struggle with that. I imagine some cities will go down on it, and that will be the end of it. Like, it will be ruined as an idea. So that probably wouldn't work. But I imagine if you could, like, maybe we could find a way to sort of just create new land masses that connect the continents in a more normal continenty way. So like maybe, I don't know, have the Caribbean more connected as just more of a solid line, and then connect that to Europe and Africa. Again, maybe somehow through the islands with a bit more of a curved land as opposed to a bridge. And then maybe we could, like I said, connect Indonesia through Asia and Australia. Something like that. Make it more of like a real map as such, but not through just like having one tile wide straight land bridges. That could be an awesome idea for the next series. Obviously that's a long way away just yet. We're only at turn 223. I'm beginning to realise what you guys mean. When you're doing 15-minute episodes, you don't really pay much attention, but we have made it 20 turns in these episodes. That is not a good sign, because I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure I can go much faster. As in, I can always do the like leave it running and skip thing. I don't know. I feel like that is just such a, I don't want to say it's a cheating way, because you get more, but it's less of me, and I don't know. That sounds like, I don't know, that doesn't appeal to me so much. I don't want to say like anyone could do that. Anyone could do that, but I don't know. Yeah, it just takes away that like value of me being here. I don't know. This has gone really deep. Let's go back. The Huns have adopted order. The Huns and Poland against Russia and Egypt for ideology. No one goes freedom. I think it's very rare. India tends to go freedom. Venice might do it. I don't know. There's a few civs that just tend to go towards it. Oh, France put in the hard work and Poland stole it away. Funnily enough, Poland will actually now border France pretty much very soon. Oh, new ideology. Someone got freedom? Nope, it is Great Britain. How? Every aspect of the demographics, the info addicts are so random right now, and I love it. I just wish it would go faster. Come on. But there we go. Great Britain with order. That is awesome. To see Britain up there. Who would have thought they would have been the fifth civ to grab an ideology? To be fair, they've got plenty of cities. The UK is very big on this map. with Amsterdam as well, that's all going to play into their hands, I guess. Novgorod is yet to settle with that settler, but that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it, however you've watched it. If you've binged it in an hour, I know some of you probably have. Some of you probably watched it over a week. Awesome. Nice. That's just such a weird way to end it, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like on the video. Be sure to comment on a range of the issues that have happened. I think that's a good thing. We're going to get more to discuss in comment sections because it's a longer episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.